Yeah. Yeah, good evening all. So before I start, can anyone please confirm whether my voice is clear, whether the screen is visible or not, right? Yes.
Yes, sir. We can
Screen is
hear.
visible and your voice is also audible, sir.
Fine. Yeah. In the yesterday demonstration, just I was briefing you about this, right? Why Python? Who can learn Python? How it was built? Python real-time applications, right? Python comparison with other programming and reasons why Python is suddenly super popular, right? Just for 5 minutes, we'll discuss what we discussed yesterday, right? Just we have a quick review what we have discussed. So Python, right? I define Python in 5 lines. It's a general purpose programming. It's a general purpose programming, right? Any kind of applications we can develop, like web applications, automation applications, gaming applications, networking applications, desktop applications. In this way, wide varieties of applications we can develop today by using Python. Any kind of applications. Multi-programming features it has got. What all the programming features we see in Python? What all the programming features we see, right? All the programming features we see in Python. It's a high-level language, user-friendly programming, interpreted language. High-level language means easily understandable, supportable, machine independent, can run on all the hardware and all the operating system. Interpreted language. Interpreted means line by line execution. User-friendly programming or programmer-friendly programming language, which provides simple syntaxes, which looks like normal English statements, right? So there are two types of languages I was saying, right? Low-level languages and high-level languages. Low-level languages like assembly level, they are not human understandable. They are not portable. They are machine dependent. They cannot run on all the hardware and all the operating system. And high-level language like Python, human understandable, they are portable and machine independent. Machine independent, right? Yes. Human understandable, they are portable and machine independent, can run on all the hardware and all the operating systems. Python has got what programming features? Procedural oriented programming features. It has got object oriented programming features. It has got scripting features. It has got a modular programming features. Python has got procedural oriented programming like C language. It has got object oriented programming features like C++, Java. It has got scripting features like shell scripting. It has got modular programming features like modular 3. So because of this modular program, see, we can write many automation scripts using Python. It has got Python is one of the best scripting language with vast varieties of libraries. And modular, because of this modular programming, Python has got great boom today, 89,300 inbuilt modules for different environments, right? Whatever domain you are from, whatever environment you are from, right? Python has got module for it. Like for data science, separate modules, for big data, for networking, for testing, for operating system, for Oracle, for every database, Oracle or MySQL or SQL Server. For all these separate modules, Python is providing. Using that modules, we can easily connect with the databases, not like other programming. They are not as complex as other programming. For Excel files, for CSV files, for JSON files, for PDF, for XML files. Python has got separate modules. Means by writing Python code only, we can create Excel files. By writing Python code, we can generate PDF files. Okay. JSON, PDF, XML, and math. Import math. So we say like all mathematical operations, for statistical operations, for generating graphs, any type of graph, normal graph, bar graph, histogram, scatter plots, stack plots, any types of graphs, right? We can generate by using Python. Python real-time applications. What kind of applications are we developing today by using Python? So Python mostly used in developing web application, especially like today, like Django, we are using Django framework, right? We have got Django framework at a rapid speed. You can develop web applications. Rapid speed, you can develop web applications, right? It has got its own database like SQLite 3. It has got its own application server, right? Yes. Even for automation applications, today Python is mostly preferred for data science, IoT, or DevOps applications. So total all these implementations goes in Python, right? Like data science, the language to implement is Python. In IoT also we write many automation scripts. Even DevOps we write automation scripts using Python. For big data, like we have got technologies like Hadoop and Spark, especially Spark, right? Very high speed processing technology implemented using Python. We have got say it as PySpark. For scientific applications, they're using CP for numerical analysis, NumPy, and for graphical user interface or for animations, right? You've got a TK Inter or PyQt, right? For game development, we have got Pygame, PyCora, and for 3D games, we have got PySwine. For scheduling tasks, Python is providing Airflow. For testing or for test cases, for software development, for business applications, Python is one of the best choice for developing e-commerce websites. For database application, Python is one of the best choice. Means it can connect with any database. For networking applications, it is a separate framework itself. Python is providing like a twisted Python. Twisted Python, right? Twisted Python, it is a framework given by Python for developing network applications or network programming, right? Yes. For web scraping, right? For extracting data from different sites like URL BS4. For audio and video applications, right? Team player, C player, some examples of it, right? And for embedded applications, Raspberry Pi, the famous embedded application Raspberry Pi using Python. But for CAD applications or for 3D CAD applications, for face detection, for color detection, for object detection, right? And for data analysis, for robotics, and for desktop applications creations, single user console applications, right? These are some of those examples, right? Applications of Python. And who are using Python today? Who are using Python, right? And topmost applications built using Python. Topmost applications built using Python. Google using Python for its web search system. Yahoo using Python. YouTube using Python for its video sharing service. Uber pricing algorithm. Instagram built using Python. The prime reason for Instagram to choose for Python is Python hybrid features. NASA using Python for its research and development activities. Quora, Reddit, Pinterest, Dropbox are built using Python. MMOG, right? Massively multiplayer online games. Massively multiplayer online games, right? MMOG. Maya, a powerful 3D animation. A powerful 3D animation which uses Python script. BitTorrent using Python for its file sharing service. iRobot for military and commercial operations. And hardware testing. Companies like IBM, Seagate, Qualcomm, all this they use Python for hardware testing purpose. Yes. And the reasons which makes Python super popular, right? Very less code we see in Python. Not even one-fourth coding as compared with other programming. Simple syntaxes which looks like normal English statements. Interactive mode, right? You can easily interact with Python statement by statement. For every statement, it gives response. Multi-programming features. Okay, and wide varieties of applications. Just now I discussed, right? Different varieties of applications we can develop today by using Python and many built-in libraries. Many built-in libraries like 89,300 inbuilt modules Python is providing for different environments. So these are the reasons which makes Python super popular, right? Now, this is what we have discussed in the last class. So Python comparison with other programming, right? Yes. Python comparison with other programming. So just I'll take a task and I'll try to implement the task in Python comparison, right? With other programming language. Python comparison with other programming. I'll take a task. I'll take a task. I'll take a task and I'll try to implement the task in multiple programming languages. I'll just show you how simple this Python statements as compared with other programmings, right? So a small task, accepting two values, accepting the two numbers or two values, right? Accepting two values from the user keyboard, and performing addition, right? Accepting two values from the user keyboard and performing addition, right? Yes. First, I'll write two major programming languages, right? Java and Python. So first I'll write using Java. Later I'll write the same code using Python. You can check how simple the Python statements. Yeah. So just import java.io.star, import java.io.star, right? Yes. Semicolon, class sample, right? Class sample, public static void main, right? Public static void main string works throws IO exception, right? Input stream reader, the new input stream reader, buffered reader, right? Buffered reader BR equal to new buffered reader, system.out.println, system.out.println, right? Enter the first number, br dot read line, string br dot read line, right? Convert this. So first the whatever you are entered that number, right, taken as a string, right? Later converting to integer format, int I, integer dot parse int, integer dot parse int of s1. So these three lines I'll also just copy for the second number, right? Enter the second number, enter the second number, right? String s2 br dot read line, int j, integer dot parse int of s2, and finally saying system dot out dot println. Finally saying I plus j, system dot out dot println saying I plus j, right? Yes. So this is what the coding in Java. Just I'll take a minute in showing the execution in both Java and Python. I'll copy it to a separate notepad file, right? I'll copy to a separate notepad, right? Hmm. Save it. I'll create a separate folder, right? Yes. Python 7 p.m. Python 7 p.m. batch. Within this Python 7 p.m. batch, I'm saving it as sample.java. Sample.java, right? Yes. Now, at the bottom search panel, I will type cmd. Go to the command prompt, right? Hmm. cd slash you say, right? cd Python 7 p.m. batch. Within that, just compile this Java code, sample.java. If any errors will display the errors here. Yes, one error, right? String S capital, right? Yes. String, this S, right? S string, string aux. Okay, I can recompile it. Up arrow, yes, recompile it. If no, yes, string aux, it's not saved. 1 second. It's not saved. Control S. Yeah, no error now. You can just execute the code now. Java sample. Just observe this. Java sample. Enter the first number 10, enter the second number 20. Sum is 30. First number 10, second number 20, sum is what? 30. Okay, this is what the coding in Java, right? Yes. So I don't know like how many of you understood this code. So it looks little complex to understand if it doesn't have basic knowledge of this. What is class? What is public static void main? What is IO exception? What is input stream reader? What is buffer reader? What is integer.parseInt, right? So the statements, some words are little complex to understand. So that too, it is taking nearly 10 to 12 lines of code, right? To write this, we have got 10 to 12 lines. The same task I'll implement in Python just within 3 lines, not just I'll write the same task. I'll implement the same task using Python in 3 lines. Right. Just check this. I'll open this Python shell directly. Right. Within that, I'll directly write this Python code. File, new file, you can say here. Right. To add two numbers, I require X and Y. Input, enter value of X. Input, enter value of X, right? Enter value of X. Input, enter value of Y. Enter value of X, enter value of Y. X plus Y. That's it. This is the code in Python. Enter value of X, enter value of Y, print X plus Y. That's it. Inputting the value for X, inputting the value of Y, and print X plus Y. But in Python also, right? Just like Java, right? Whatever we are inputting, right, taken as a string, we are supposed to type cast to integer. So int of, keep the entire statement within the int. Here also keep entire thing in int. Enter value of X, input enter value of Y. Save. So saving within the same folder, Python 7 p.m. batch. Any name with the .py extension, right? Run module. Now check this. Input enter value of X, 10. Value of Y, 20. Output is 30. The same output, right? For that. So not even 1/4 coding as compared with that. And do you see any complex words here? Do you see anything complex here? Just like normal English statement. Enter value of X, enter value of Y. Okay. One more example, right? Check with this. In other programming language, we say array of elements. Array of elements, right? Here. X equal to. I'm taking some values 30, 10, 40, 20, 50. I got some values. Print this entire list as it is. Say print X. I want to know the number of elements, the length of this list. Number of elements, the length means just say len of X. We no need to write any codes directly. We have got many inbuilt functions available. If I want to find the max element here, just say max of this X list, prints 50. Print a min of X, min element that is 10. I want to arrange all the elements in a particular order, sorted order. Just you'll get in ascending order, right? Save it. Length is 5. Max element is 50. Min element is 10. Arranging all the elements in ascending order. Arranging all the elements in ascending. 10 to 50. Okay, fine. If you want in descending order, right? The same thing. Print sorted of x in ascending, reverse equal to true. Sorted of x, reverse equal to true. Means sorted of x ascending, the ascending again, if you reverse it, you will get in descending, right? Yes. This is ascending, you get the ascending, if you reverse it, you will get in descending. Check this. Yes. So to find the max or to find the min, to find the ascending or descending, right? Yes. Next, if I want to add a new element to this, if I want to add a new element to the x is that list, I want to append a new element to 60. Append a 60, print x, a new element 60 got added, right? Check this. A new element 60 gets appended. Just like normal English statements to the x list, append 60. If you want to remove an element from the text, x dot remove 40. X dot remove 40, right? Yes. Print x. Run module, right? 40, removing 40 from this, right? Removing 40 from this, right? Yeah, in this way, finding the max, min, adding element, removing element from this list. Even I said there are 89,300 inbuilt modules, right? So just importance of the modules, just you can check two things here. Here, next, one more example, right? Importance of module and also the coding of Python. Both you can check, right? One commonly used module, I'll just give an example of a commonly used module, like just import math.
Sir, I have a query.
Yes.
So just like you have applied print text, print len of x,
Yes.
can't we apply print in front of x dot append, x dot remove?
No, see here, and you are removing this. It's a removal operation. First perform this operation, then print it. Here directly len of x means it returns already, we're not performing anything. Already existing list length you are doing. Already existing list, what is the max element? Here existing list min you are getting. You are not performing anything, but here you're performing an operation, removing, first remove it in this line. Next line you print it.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Here also, right? Here you are append it first. Next print. For example, okay, try to say, okay, try to just check with this x dot append 6 print x 60, x dot append 60, run a run module. None you got, right? NONE. So it won't print anything. NONE, none it gives.
So I have a doubt. When do we know that it's not append brackets x something, and why is it like x dot append?
So,
So how
okay.
do we understand that?
So these are built-in functions of Python. Print function, len function, max, min, sorted. All these are functions in Python, inbuilt functions. But this is whenever you are using dot operator, right? These are methods in Python. So there is functions and methods both available in Python, right? In C language only functions. In Java methods. In Python both. These are functions. These are methods.
How are functions different from methods?
See, 1 second. Very simple example, right? Functions and method, right? Yes. Okay, just observe here. There is a string, there is a list. Okay, instead of tuple, say set, you say. Set means curly bracket. List means a square bracket. Set means curly bracket. Curly bracket. Think you have got a string, you have got a list, you have got a set. Function means, see, for example, function you take. Later I'll show you method. Function means len of x. How much? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 characters. Len of y. 4. Len of z. 4. Yes. Yeah. Srujan, pandas, matplotlib, numpy, pandas, matplotlib. Yes, part of the course, right? Yes. So here, length. Len can apply on a string. Len can be applied on a list. Len can be applied on a set. So now next max is there. Assume max. Max. Max of x is what? Means from this, which is the max valued character here? Max valued character. There are totally 6 characters, right? Which has got the max value. A has got the least value. Z has got the highest value.
Why?
So, which
Y.
means we can say what?
Y, right? Max of x means y. Y has A has got the least value. Z has got the highest value. Max. Here, max of y is what? 40. Max of z is what? 40.
40.
Similarly, min of x. H, right? Min value among all the 6 characters, min value.
A.
Min PYTHON in the 6 characters which has got the min value.
Rich.
H. Min of z means observe carefully here. Len can be applied on a string or a list set. Max can be applied on a string, list, and set. Min also. These are functions can be applied on anything, like on a string, on a list, or a set. Any Python object it can be applied. Which one? Functions. But method not like that. Method is not like that. String has got its own methods. List has got its own methods. Set has got its own methods. For example, this Python, I want to make it into uppercase. X dot upper, that's it. It prints Python in uppercase. X dot lower, printing a string in lowercase. These things you cannot apply on list or set, right? X is the string. These things you cannot apply on list. You cannot say y dot upper. You cannot make this list to upper. It's wrong. Z dot upper. No. Means string has got its own methods. Many methods are there. List also has got its own methods. What is a method? Append is one method. To the y list, append 50. Y dot remove 30. This append, this method can be applied only on list. You cannot apply on string or set. It has got its own methods. What is that? List dot append, list dot remove, string dot set also set. Z dot union operation, union intersection, right? We have got methods like union, intersection, difference, symmetric difference. Set methods are there. So these set methods can be applied only on sets. These methods can be applied only on list. These only applied on strings. They are specific. Only on string methods, list methods, set methods. Function not like that. Can be applied on any of it, right? Understanding.
So what is the definition on that?
What is it? Definition of?
This function and method, if you're talking about the definition, what is
Function performs a particular task which can be applied on any object, either it is string object, list object, or set object. Method performing operation of a particular object means it is specific to a particular object. If it is string object, string related methods are there. Upper, lower, capitalize, title, swap case, replace, count, find, right? Strip, starts with, ends with. In this way, many methods. For list also, append, remove, pop, count, copy. In this way, we have got many methods. For set also, like unit intersections means methods. List has got its own methods, set has got its own methods, string has got its own methods. So whenever you are applying this upper, X has to be a string. Whenever you are appending, Y has to be what? A list. Whenever you are performing unit, it has to be set only. But it is not like that. String function not like that. Len of X, X can be anything. Max of X, X can be anything. Min of X, it can be anything, right? Understood. So more on this we'll be discussing. We have got both the concept of functions and methods, how to define them, how to create our own methods, how to create our own functions, right? User-defined functions, user-defined methods, right? Yes.
Okay. One last thing. So when we say that Python has a fixed number of words in it, like 40 or 30 or 40 kind of.
Keywords.
So are these keywords? So are these functions and methods words included in them?
No, they are not included in that. They are separate. Functions and methods are not part of it. No. Separately, functions and methods are totally different. Okay, later I discussed that, but method compulsory, this dot operator required. For function, it's not required. So later I discuss the differences. First, if you understand that function and method, multiple examples, and later I'll show you the difference. So, but a simple difference is we use dot operator here. We don't use any dot operator for function. For function appears in violet color, methods normally in black color.
We use the square bracket for lists and for a curly bracket for set. When do we use this normal brackets? What are
So
these
now,
called?
see, the square bracket means list. This normal bracket means tuple. This curly bracket means set. And this curly bracket with the key value is dictionary. This we call as collections in Python. List, tuple, set, dictionary. Simple representation, right? Python has got simple representation. List, tuple, set, and dictionary. Right? These are collections in Python, collection data types. To a list, you can add element, you can remove element, and modify. Set is for mathematical operations. This tuple is only for retrieval operations. Dictionary is something like key value. Age 25, age is the key, 25 is the value. City Hyderabad, city will be the key, Hyderabad will be the value. Name Ajay, name will be the key, Ajay will be the value. In this way, key value representations. This way say collections, right? So depending, lists are mostly used, dictionaries are mostly used. Sets for only mathematical operations. This tuple only for retrieval. If you want to retrieve the data from database, if there are 5 records within your table, 5 tuples you will see whenever you're trying to, for retrieval operations, for insertions, updations, deletions, for mathematical operations, for key value representations, right? Okay, this all we'll be discussing, right, in collection data types. For nearly 1 week, we'll be discussing on collections, lists. For example, for list only, we'll be discussing for 3 to 4 days. List properties, list indexing, list slicing, list functions, list methods, list addresses, nested lists, list modifications. Like similarly for tuple operations, tuple functions, tuple methods, tuple addresses. Similarly for sets and dictionaries, right? Okay. So just I was showing you the example of one module in Python, right? 89,300 modules are there. Thousands of modules Python is providing, right? One example of a module I'm saying, import math, print a dir of math. See the directory of math, what is present within the math. Any module, it's a directory of that module. It prints that what is present within that module, right? Yes. Run module, check this. directory of this. Okay. Can you see these are all the properties of math module? Pi is there. There is a variable pi, square root, tan h, sine, tan, right? All this. There are some variables like pi. There are some variables like e. If you want to print any variable, if you want to print the value of any variable, right? Yes. Print within the math module the value of pi. Print within this math module, right? The value of e. Check it within the, okay. Printing the value of pi 3.14, e value 2.71. For example, in any module, it doesn't know how to use a particular functionality. Square root is there. You don't know how to use it, how to work with it. So just Python, just like print function, we have got help function. In Python, we have got help function. Help on what? Within a particular module like math, particular function like square root. Within the math module, there is a square root functionality. I want help on it. So it just gives that syntax general format for it. Help on built-in function square root in the module math. Square root expecting one value x. You are supposed to provide one value x. Okay. Square root of x. You provide one value, it returns the square root of x. It provides the square root of x. So just you got the syntax, right? Print within the math module, there is a square root sqrt, right? Sqrt. We are supposed to provide one value, right? If you provide one value, it returns the square root of that value, right? Run module, right? Square root of 16 is 4. It is printing 4, right? Yes. Run module, right? Square root of 16 is 4 you got. In the same way, any other functionality you take, for example, POW is there. I want help on it, how to use it, how to work with it. Help on any functionality, right? Python is providing help within the math POW, right? Yes, POW. Run this help. So here help on built-in function power in module math. Power expecting two values, x comma y, returns x to the power of y. So you provide two values. If you provide two values, what it is going to provide? X to, this is the power symbol in Python. Double star means power. X to the power of y. See, clearly it is giving in the bracket x to the power of y. Just provide two values, right? Print math dot power. Ten comma 3, 10 to the power of 3. Run module, right? Yes. 1000. Can you see 10 to the power of 3? 1000, right? Do you see any complex words here, complex statements here? Just math dot pi, math dot e, math dot square root, math dot power. Just like normal English statements, all the unnecessary statements not required in Python. One more, I said I'll just give some example of a generating graph in Python is very simple. Just in the today's session, just I was briefing you about the syntaxes of Python, the statements of Python, how it looks. From the next session onwards, I'll just enter into the technicals of Python, installation of Python, execution modes of Python, Python software foundations, right? Just generating graph in Python. Okay, just I'll take 5 minutes more before I go with this general queries of yours. So for this import matplotlib, there is a module called for plotting, for generating graphs, right? Matplotlib. In that, again, you have got from built-in functionality, pie plot. Just like previously math dot we have used in every line. Here also, instead of using this very big name, I can use alias name, shortcut name as P or PLT, right? Instead of using this very big name, I'll use this. There are functions, yes. Nandini, right? Math is the library and the pi and square root are the functions within that. Square root functionality, power functionality, right? Yes. Import matplotlib.pyplot as PLT, right? So this is for generating graphs, we use this. So to plot a graph, within that we have got a plot function. You require x coordinates, 1, 2, 3. I'm taking 3 x coordinates and y coordinates, some 3 y coordinates I'm taking, right? 3 y coordinates I'm taking. And PLT dot show. PLT dot show, right? Plot x coordinates and y coordinates. PLT dot show, right? Yes. Plot x coord y x and y. PLT dot show. Now save it. Run model. A graph is generated from this. A graph is generated from this. Can you check this graph? Simple graph, right? For 1, 5, right? For 1, 5. For 2, x coordinate, y value is 7. For 2, it is 7. For 3 here, what is the y coordinate? 4. 3, 4. Simple graph, right? Just 2, 3 lines. Import the module and just plot the x and y coordinates. 3 x coordinates, 1, 2, 3. 3 y coordinates. For x coordinate 1, y value is 5. For x coordinate 2, y value is 7. For 2, it is 7. For 3, it is 4. For example, very simple, right? Okay. I'm taking some task, age and salaries. 30 years, 40 years, 50 years, 60 years. The salaries are like this. For 30 years, 30,000. For 40 years, 40,000. For 50, it is 35,000. Rest 50,000. Check this graph. Check this graph. For 30, 30,000. For 40, 40,000. For 50, 35,000. For 60, 50,000. A graph is generated. But the graph in blue color, solid graph, that too in blue color. I doesn't want a solid graph. I want a dotted graph. I have that too. I doesn't want a blue color. I want a green color, right? Very simple. Q comma here at the last. What you want? Dotted format in this way. Or you want a color as what? Just like normal English statement, color equal to green I want. Or yellow I want. Or red you want. Whichever you want, can provide here. Just run this. So the color, whatever color you are specifying, green color you got, like dotted format you got in this way. And here this 30, 35, 40, what are this? And this 30, 35,000, 40, what are this? I want some label for the x coordinate, some label for the y coordinate. I want title for this. Very simple, providing all this, generating graphs and giving these values. Check this. For example, PLT dot x-axis label, x label, right? X label is what? Age. Y label is what? Y-axis label. Y-axis label is what? Salary. And the title for that entire graph. Run module. Age, salary, sample graph. Yes. Understood. Very simple, right? Generating one more example before I wind up. So instead of plot, if I say bar graph, instead of this plot, if I give pie graph, you will get. If I give scatter plots. So any types of graphs you can generate by using Python. Okay. One small example, right? I want to generate a pie graph. How simple generating a pie graph? You check it. I want the sales of a particular product, like mobile sales. Like you take some mobiles like Samsung, Vivo, Oppo, OnePlus, right? Okay, yes. After today's class, the next class will be on Monday. Tomorrow there is no session. Again, the next class will be on Monday, right? Yes. Mobiles, okay, sales, for example, June sales. June sales, right? Yes. For Samsung, 45. For Vivo, 10. For Oppo, 15. For this, 30. So just I want a pie graph, plt dot pie pie graph I want. Based on what? Based on June sales I want. I want a graph based on June sales. And in the output labels, I want some labels. Same, take this mobile names only as the labels. Take the mobile names only as the labels. Show. PLT dot show. That's it. Simple, right? Run this, run module. A pie graph will be generated with different colors. You can check it, right? By default colors, even if you can specify your own colors. Colors equal to 4 colors you can provide this. Samsung has got more cells, next OnePlus, next Oppo, next Vivo. So do you see any complex word here? Just the name of the mobiles, the sales of that mobiles, a generate a pie graph based on the sales, the labels, means you give that mobile names and the output you can see some labels, right? Sure. That's in this way, any type of graph you can generate using Python. So just have a quick look like what I'm going to discuss as part of this course, right? Yes. Basics of Python, why Python, history, applications, features, advantages, Python operations, Python data types, constants, variables, comments, input, output, escape sequences, right? Operators in Python, right? Different operators, arithmetic, comparison, logical. IDEs, work integrated development environment. In real time, we use different IDEs, right? The IDEs like Anaconda distribution, PyCharm, Jupyter, Spider, Eclipse. All those I'm going to show you how to download, how to install, right? Flow control statements, looping statements, strings, string indexing, string slicing, string functions, string methods, string special characters, collections, lists. Just now I discussed, right? Lists, list properties, list creations, list functions, list methods, list addresses. Similarly for tuples, sets, dictionaries, functions in Python. Just now someone asked the difference between function and method. Lot of discussion on function, calling function properties, different arguments, default, non-default, keyword, non-keyword, different types of functions, lambda function, filter function, map function, reduce function, right? Modules in Python, modular programming, how to import, different ways of importing, renaming, reloading, packages in Python, right? Errors and exception handling, file handling, working with files, object-oriented programming concepts like class, object, inheritance, polymorphism, right? Regular expressions, right? And database connectivity, how to connect with the database. I'll also show the installation of one database, working with SQL queries, transaction management, Python data module, operating system module, iterators, generators, closers, decorators, working with CSV, XML, JSON files, GUI programming, Excel workbook, working with Excel files, data analytics, introduction to data science, machine learning, right? And Python pandas model in brief, Python pandas model in brief, right? And NumPy model in brief, and matplotlib in brief. This is for the Python core and advanced. I'll be discussing this 30 topics in brief, right? And Django framework. People who wants to go for Python full stack, Python package, right? So Python full stack. So this Django framework of Python will be discussed, right? Django installation, right architecture, the Django views, templates, the Django admin models, advanced concepts, right? With 15 to 20 applications creations. UI technologies also. You'll be given knowledge on these UI technologies like HTML, CSS, JavaScript, right? JavaScript also I'm going to discuss as part of this course. You can just check with this, right? Yesterday I was showing you this, right? Just 1 second, 1 second. Yes. Yesterday I was just showing you, right? Yes. Okay. So Python core and Python advanced, 70 hours I'll be spending in brief, 2 months duration, 6,000 is the course fee for it. UI technologies, right? UI technologies, web development, right? HTML, CSS, JavaScript in a part of Bootstrap. The Django framework, 15 to 20. One more framework I'm going to share you that is free as part of this course, that is Flask framework, one more important framework. Also, I'll discuss REST API and MySQL and project. So for the 2 to 7, these topics like frameworks and this, right? That also I'll be spending nearly 70 days for that. 2 months, nearly 2 months, 7,000 is the fee structure for it. Python 70 hours, framework 70 hours, 140 hours. 2 months for Python, 2 months for this frameworks. Totally 4 months for the entire Python package. 6,000 for this, 7,000 will be 13. But if you're taking the entire package with a single payment, so 12,000. So I said for the first 1 week to 10 days, it will be at 7 p.m. Later, the timing of the batch will be at 8 p.m., right? So once again, I'm confirming it, right? Before you go with the payments, first 1 week, it will be at 7 p.m. Later, it starts at 8 p.m. up to the end of the course. And you will be getting the every session videos, right? You don't need to pay for it. Video sessions included as part of this. Soft copy of this class notes, assignments and tasks. A WhatsApp group will be created for technical discussion, and live, all the sessions will be live interactive sessions. As it's a demo session I was speaking, but normal sessions for every statement I type. Yes. Interview questions. 300 plus code examples, right? I'll be discussing, plus 300 plus assignments, tasks. I'll be providing 15 to 20 applications creations, right? And there is also, I also deal with the big data engineering, right? Big data. There is one more big data package. I also deal with big data, right? That is, there's a Hadoop where I'll be discussing Hadoop, PySpark, Linux, and Python. In that Python course, Python, that 2 months course, right? That Python core and advanced is included in that, right? So you can attend from Monday to Friday for this Python. That is for required for this PySpark, right? Spark with Python. So it's this Hadoop, PySpark, and Linux will be only on Saturdays and Sundays, weekends. 2 hours on Saturdays, 2 hours on Sunday, right? So 12 weekends takes 15,000, which includes this Python also in that. So if anyone interested for this which includes Python also in that, so you'll be getting knowledge in Hadoop, PySpark, Linux, and this one, right? Yeah. Some queries was asked, right? Just 1 second. Yeah, go with your queries. If you got any queries, right? Yes.
Yeah.
Pankaj, Pankaj,
Yes.
that yes. As a
Yes. So
data engineer.
basically, as a data engineer and Power BI developer, just want to know, is it I need to complete this full Python course or this big data? I think big data course is good for me.
Yes. So for the people for the big data, right? So
Mhm.
tomorrow there is a demo at 7 p.m. for big data Hadoop and even for Python.
Saturday, Sunday is fine for me, 7 p.m. But no, on Monday to Friday it's difficult because my client is in a UK client, and no, I basically
See,
7 p.m.
once you see there is morning batches will be available,
Mhm,
like morning 6 o'clock, there is a batch, and
mhm,
um, morning batches you can attend or evening. Once you got enrolled, if you are not flexible with the timing, you
mhm,
can also just change your timing to that morning batches.
mhm.
Morning batches also available for Python. And
Okay.
for this big data, right, there will be only on the weekends, right?
Big data is weekend. So tomorrow we have weekends class, right?
Yes. Tomorrow there
What?
is a demo on big data, right? Hadoop at
Okay.
7 p.m.
What time? 7 p.m. Okay.
7 p.m. in the evening, right? Yes.
Okay, fine. So can you provide me the link for that? I will drop my number. So just
So no need just to take my number, just to give a WhatsApp message, right? If you anybody want to link for this, or
yeah,
you can
I
also see in DurgaSoft, right?
double
The
nine one.
DurgaSoft website 1262168 6. Otherwise, you can take the number of that. You can see that office contact numbers are available in the chart, right? You can contact
Yes,
them; they will provide, or even if they are busy, unable, right? You can also just text me, right, on this number. I can provide that a link for it. Yes.
sure, sir.
Okay, you can text if anybody wants to attend it, right? This number, right? Okay, for this. So next class will be on Monday, right? Continuation of this Python class. So Monday and Tuesday also people can attend to see that. So Monday and Tuesday I'll be just going with. So from Monday onwards I'll be starting with the technicals of Python, installations, execution modes, and that Python technicals programming I'll be starting. You can also attend Monday and Tuesday sessions, right? To check the training levels, right? Yes. And any some other queries was asked.
Yeah, I had one question in the chat box.
Mm-hmm.
So could you please
Good. Go ahead. Go ahead.
So, as you said that pi and square root are functions in the
Yes.
directory of math. So when you just
Pi,
wrote the
pi
command,
is not a function. 1 second. Pi is
okay,
1 second. Pi is not a function where it is. Mm, not this. Pi is just a property variable.
okay. So whatever elements are found in the directory, when we press directory math, so
Mm.
it's not necessary that all of them are functions.
All our functions, no. There'll be variables will be there, functions will be there, classes will be there.
Okay.
Generally, a model consists of variables, functions, classes. All that I'll be discussing, right? As part of variables will be there, functions, classes. How will you identify? Even you can get help for that also, right? Which are variables, which are functions, which are classes. Just say help on the entire module math. It will get to give the entire help on the entire module math it will provide, right? Yes.
Hello, sir. This is Srikanth.
Sir,
Yes, go ahead.
Hello.
Yeah, yeah.
Sir, I'm from physics background. So, among all these topics, let's say you have covered, I mean, three different, uh, type of process. So, which one is, I mean, useful? I mean, among these, if I go with advanced Python, will that be sufficient? Since I'm from physics, I may need to deal with complex mathematical stuff,
Yeah,
or I would say
people
numerical stuff.
expect, yeah, mathematical, right? After updating with Python, you got data science is the best choice for the people who has got mathematical knowledge, right? Because we'll deal with,
Basically, yeah, sir, I'm from physics. Basically, we deal with most of the times, mathematical expressions and numerical related stuff. That's why.
So yes, that's why even for those people like even the module like the NumPy, numerical Python, I'm discussing as part of this course, NumPy modules. It's a separate module, especially for numerical Python, NumPy we say. So that is a part even after updating Python, even if you update with the data science, right? You have a
Right.
great career for this data science, where even that like most of the mathematical terminology like regressions, linear regression, non-linear regressions, many discussions, statistical, because even you need to have knowledge on statistics there. Yeah.
So you mean to say indirectly, so whatever you are going to cover, around some 30 topics or chapters in advanced Python. So all these topics are important for me to, do well in my, let's say, physics related stuff using Python, right?
So yes, yes.
Yes.
So all this will be the prerequisites, right? All this,
Okay.
right? To implement to code, you need to have a strong fundamentals on this. Fine.
Okay, sir. Thank you very much.
Yeah. Still, any other queries, right? So the next class will be on Monday at same time at 7 o'clock. What about offline class? It's
One,
Ravi Kumar.
so
It's not
one
yeah.
question.
Yes, yes,
So we'll get all classes videos, right?
yes. You'll be getting all the class videos. You'll be getting.
Is there any time limit for access that class, or
Yes, yes, you have got it. They are not downloadable. You can only play and watch that videos. And that too, you'll have a time limit, time bound of 6 months.
okay, 6 months?
Yes. Later after that, if anybody, you need to talk with that office team.
Mhm.
Yes, if you want to extend or if you want, just you can talk with that.
Okay, yeah, thank you.
Okay, fine. So yes, any other queries, right? If I'm done with the queries, if there are no other queries, I will sign off for now. Meet you on Monday, same time it's right. From Monday onwards, we'll be starting with the actual Python part, installations, execution modes, and programming part. Yes. Thank you all for your time. Thank you. Meet you on Monday. Bye.
Thank you.